Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. This is part 4 of my Witchdoctor gameplay series for the Diablo 3 beta. Unfortunately, there is going to be a short part 5. I might actually combine part 5 with the... I don't know which class I'm going to do next. Maybe the Demon Hunter. The beginning of the Demon Hunter series. Again, this is all pretty rough footage. I really didn't edit anything throughout this beyond just making sure the video fit the YouTube 15-minute time limit. So I didn't edit out. I'll probably get lost at times in these things. Not lost so much as just trying to find the entrance and doing a lot of back tracking and what have you. And normally I would probably edit that stuff out, but I have so much footage here. I mean, again, I took 7 hours of footage or so, like 600 or 700 gig. I really just don't have the time to methodically look through every video and edit out each thing. I mean, it takes a lot of time to make these videos when you do significant editing. So, and I'm hoping to just get these out and done with, and then move on to a different game. Hopefully SWTOR. So, yeah. Hopefully you'll just kind of like it for what it is. I'm not trying to win any awards or anything with this. Just trying to get it out there. I did look up the Diablo 3 beta, and it has been out now for close to 6 months. The Friends and Family ended around mid-September last year, and the closed beta began around the same time. So it's been almost exactly 6 months now that the beta's been out. A beta that was supposed to just have a few, a few thousands of players, if that, and be done within a month or two, and the game was supposed to come out. But it's been delayed and delayed and delayed. I think I said it's been delayed twice, if not more, by which I meant it's been delayed twice since the beta began. It's obviously been delayed many more times than that. They switched an entire development studio. So it's had quite the difficulty in that regard. So yeah, here we are. Same old, using the groping eels as a DD now. Finishing off the crypt, which is just such a lovely experience. I also looked up Diablo 3's rating, and it is in fact rated M for mature. I really don't know why. This game is so not like... I don't know. I don't see this game being R-rated or anything. It's just not that. It's nothing like Diablo 2. I mean, there's none of the corpses on the rack and, the satanic symbols. And maybe things get a lot worse as in the later acts, but I don't think that's an excuse, I mean, oh, it's Act 1. Well, why does Act 1 need to be inferior to the other acts? Like, first impressions are really, really important. The game needs to be great right from the beginning. First impressions are arguably the most important. A lot of gamers, casual gamers, stop playing a game if their first impressions aren't excellent. Again, look how easy what I'm doing is. Pew pew pew, pew pew pew, pew pew pew, and you're dead. That's a boss, guys. That is equivalent to, at this point, as far as we are now in Act 1, that would be like killing the Smith. And, the Chancellor is nowhere near as difficult to kill as the Smith. The Smith actually required some thought, even on normal. I mean, it didn't matter if you were ranged or what. The Chancellor's a little harder if you're melee, just because he teleports and he snares and he knocks you back. He's really incredibly easy on any of the ranged classes, which is most of the classes, unless you're playing a melee wizard or something. Whereas the Smith, I mean, if you were ranged, he was hard to kill because he ran really, really quick, so he was hard to kite. If you were melee, he was hard to kill because he had a lot of life and he hit really hard. So no matter what, again, I mean, it depended on, how twinked you were and what have you, but again, and when I say hard, I don't really mean hard, I just mean not pointlessly easy, True difficulty is kind of hard to come by. I mean, difficulty in games, the vast majority of difficulty in games is just prior knowledge. I mean, once you have, or ignorance, I should say, once you have prior knowledge, most things are pretty, it's just a matter of execution, and execution really isn't that difficult most of the time. I mean, compared, like, for example, the very first time I ever played Mass Effect 2, my first gameplay ever, all the way through, was a Vanguard on Insanity. without any bonus skills. So, and I spec'd into the shotgun. I got the Claymore shotgun. I didn't get the assault rifle. So, no Reeve, no ranged abilities really at all, and no assault rifle on my first gameplay. And that, the first time I did it, was pretty freaking hard. But then again, now I can do it. Like, I remember at the middle of the game, the hardest sequence by far was the platforming sequence, where you have to do the like 4 to 6 platforms or whatever. When I say platform, did I say platformer sequence? I mean the platform sequence, where like platforms come in and you have to kill the enemies and you have to deal with the oh wow, I've forgotten his name, the main villain guy, you know, the leader, whatever his name was. He possessed guys and you had to kill them. You know who I'm talking about. Herp. Anyway, that was really hard on a Vanguard the first time I did it, but now, I mean, probably I haven't played the game in, I don't know, over a year or 2 years, so I would suck at it, but once I'd gone through it once, everything really wasn't hard. I mean, like, when you watch videos of people say, oh, the Vanguard's impossible to play on freaking Insanity, then you watch videos of people who know what they're doing and they charge all the time and they make it look easy. Yeah, that's what happens when you've played it enough and you know what you're doing. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. I actually am hoping to make because Mass Effect 3 is coming out in early March. If you haven't played the demo, I highly recommend that you do. I was waiting to play the demo to see which class I wanted to play in Mass Effect 3, because what I want to do is I want to go back and play through Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 again on Insanity, and which I always do, and like make one huge commentary series on the games, and then make an additional one for Mass Effect 3. And now that I've played Mass Effect 3's demo, I'm leaning again, and my favorite class historically has been the Engineer, which is strange because, from what I understand, it's actually one of the least played classes. The most is, of course, the Soldier. I think one of the most played in Mass Effect 2 was the Sentinels because of their huge margin of error with their bonus shields. The Infiltrator's up there because they can use sniper rifles. And then the least played are the Adept, the Engineer, and the Vanguard. Well, the Vanguard's actually, that's not true. The Vanguard's very popular. The Vanguard's incredibly powerful in the lower difficulties. He's just hard to play on the harder difficulties, but he's still, lots of people play Vanguards. Anyway, it's really the Adept and the Engineer that are the least played in Mass Effect 2. Anyway, now that I played the demo for Mass Effect 3, and I'm sorry I'm getting off topic, but there's not much I can really talk about here. I'm just showing you guys the runes for Hex. If you guys actually want, I think I just got the rune for Corpse Spiders, yes, I got Leaping Spiders. Very excited to see that I could get that in the beta. That's one of the runes I was really looking forward to. I'm not actually like taking time to hover over every rune and show you guys every rune. I'm sure there's plenty of videos that do that. If you'd like that information, go to Diablo Inc. Gamers. They have a comprehensive wiki that has all the runes listed that have been data mined and seen and everything. So if you want more information, Diablo Inc. Gamers, go to their wiki. I'll probably put a link in the description. Anyway, back to getting off topic. Having played the demo, I'm leaning towards Engineer, possibly Infiltrator. You weren't able to use sniper rifles in the beta, or the demo rather, so which is unfortunate. I wanted to see how they operated. Game definitely was pretty hard on Insanity, for sure. Enemies are a lot smarter than they were in Mass Effect 2, and they tend to use grenades way more frequently and get you out of cover, which historically means almost instant death, and it still pretty much does on Insanity. They also change... I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm going to make freaking videos about it, probably. But anyway, I want to make a series. I hope to. But if I do, it's going to be like a 50-hour series. Maybe, if not more. I mean, Mass Effect 1 will probably take 30 hours to go through to get a perfect game, which is what I'm going to do, more than likely, to carry my character over. And Mass Effect 2 will take just as long. Yeah, that's going to be a huge commitment. I'd like to do that, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. We'll see. Yeah, I just got the Templar. Now the game's even easier than it was. Fantastic. Not that I have anything against the followers. I think the followers are actually a phenomenal addition to the game. Definitely taking Mercs to the next level. Yeah, I approve. He's one of the people I really like the voice acting for him. The Templar for Cormac. But yes, I'm going to try out leaping spiders now. Definitely very fun. Normally, your spiders don't have a tremendous range in which they can attack enemies. It seems to be larger in this build, but still, they tend to die pretty quick before they can reach enemies that are far away, whereas leaping spiders can leap tremendous distances, and really... They're a lot like the leapers in, what were they called? The face humpers? Something like that? In Half-Life? They're a lot like that. They do that function pretty nicely. I'm definitely a fan of corpse spiders. I can't wait to see the spider mother rune. That's what I'm looking forward to. It basically turns it into like a spider sentry sort of thing. Yeah, you know, I'd like to talk about this gameplay, but there's really not much to say. I mean, it's just... It's the gameplay. It's Diablo 3. I'm all ranted out. Here's another boss. Let's see how easy he is to kill. Necromancer, meh. It's actually funny how long it's taking my Witchdoctor to kill him. I was playing a wizard, he would have been dead 10 seconds ago. Why am I using... Oh, never mind. Okay, you know what? I'm going to talk about Mass Effect 3. Okay, Mass Effect 3's demo. I was just disappointed that you couldn't use sniper rifles because I wanted to see how effective they were. I was very pleased to see the different weapons you could use. If you guys don't know, this is what I wanted to say when I cut myself off, because this is kind of important. If you don't know, you'll notice in Mass Effect 3's demo, early on you have very short cooldowns for your abilities, and then once you get to the next area, the main area after like the tutorial stage, your cooldowns have like 20 seconds, like 12 to 20 seconds. Okay, the reason for that is because Mass Effect 3 uses a weight system. When you can carry as many weapons as you want, or at least up to 4, I'm not totally sure, maybe 4 is the maximum, but the more weapons you're carrying, the more weight they have, and the more your cooldowns are affected. I'm not sure if pistols weigh less than like assault rifles and sniper rifles. Like, I'm not sure if, you know, an SMG and a pistol weighs the same as a sniper rifle and an assault rifle. Logically, they shouldn't, and your cooldown should be longer with the assault rifle and a sniper rifle. I'm not sure, but that's why your cooldowns are so long. If you spec into your passive thing, it actually, you'll see weight reduction in there, and it reduces your weight significantly, to the point where your cooldowns are quite manageable. So rather than speccing in everything or maxing out like a bunch of different skills, make sure to get as much weight reduction as you can in the demo, and then spec into what you want to see and what you want to play around with. Unfortunately, it will definitely take you multiple playthroughs of the demo to see everything. Like, many, like 20. To really see everything and to experiment with everything that you want to see, which is quite time-consuming, especially on Insanity, which is what I exclusively have played it on so far. Fun though, it's definitely fun, definitely challenging, but once you know what to do, I doubt it will really be that much. Just once you get the execution down, but definitely fun. I played hundreds of hours of Mass Effect 2, somewhere close to 400, and it's one of my favorite games for sure. Definitely fun. Alright guys, again, this is winding down. We're about to pass into the final level of the Cathedral. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the final part of this series, Part 5, and as always, have a good one.